While I started my business in school. I was making air in school, my university days. In fact, I would say that I literally fed myself through school. Thanks, yes, my parents supported me, my fiancé then, and but it wasn't enough to see me through school. I literally fed myself with hairdressing. I was always making hair, and Saturday nights were always our most busiest day. In the night on Saturdays, I work sometimes till 2 a.m. in the night in school because my girls, LMU students, you know what I'm talking about. You have to slay to chapel the next day, and sometimes I work till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. fixing, and that was what we used to do then. I hardly made braids because I had time constraints, so I just specialized then in fixing. So I was always fixing. Sometimes I fix from morning till night, just take few breaks to eat, go for chapel program, fellowship, and then we're back to making hair again. And so these were all training seasons for me, and it takes me to tell you that it's not just enough to start. My fourth point to you is to let you know that you have to work. You can open a business, a big business. You put everything, the interiors are on point. You have your POP, you have everything, the lighting, everything. But no matter how beautiful and how much you have put into that business, what will really make it a business is the work. You have to work the work. As a business owner, in your early stage, you must work the work. There is no oga. I'm the boss. I'm the one that opened the salon. You now employ stylists. You put them there. You don't go to the salon. You sit at home. You don't work the work. You're not there. You're not accountable. You're not paying attention to what is happening in your business. My dear, you just wasted money. Every business needs money, and it needs the visionary. As long as the visionary is alive and his or her heart is into that business, I can assure you that the dream will keep on growing. But the day you stop putting in the work, it dies. It's a gradual process, but it dies. So what I'm trying to say to you today is, after knowing your starting points, I want to be this, I want to start with fixing, I want to start whatever business you're doing, or you may be a makeup artist and you just want to start with your general makeup, or some people may go into editorial makeup, whatever point you're starting with, and then you move down to educating yourself on it, and then finally you decided to start. I want to quickly say something about that starting point. You don't really have to start big, please. I didn't start with having my own salon. I started as being a stylist. My first place of being a stylist, I just finished my NYSC. I finished in school and I came out and I finished my NYSC, and I needed to start doing something. And while I was waiting for a particular space system I applied for, I said, okay, let me just get busy. And I saw a salon close to my house and I applied there. I worked there for just 3 weeks. And guess what? At the end of 3 weeks, guess how much I was paid? I was paid 5,750 naira, because we're doing a division, they call it percentage. It was cut 3, and after that 3 weeks, my own cut was 5,750 naira. I'm not talking about 2008. I'm talking about early 2019. And after that money, I left and I got my first space system. My first space in a salon. The salon had everything, so I didn't need to worry my head. Since I did not have money to rent and furnish a big place, I went for a space system because I met somebody called Ace. His name is Style by Ace Brown. I met him when I went for a training, and there I found out that he was just leaving a space system to owning his own salon, and how he was able to grow. I was always scared about space system because I was always scared that I'll meet other stylists there who would have gained ground, and I can't start struggling for customer. So when I saw the way he succeeded, because he was the only stylist, I said, okay, if Ace can do this, then I can also do that. And I took that bold step. I said, okay, I will start with a salon where there is no stylist, so we'll all start afresh. So I started with a salon that was just opening, and I took a seat space, and I was paying 5,000 naira weekly there. One thing I told God when I was there was, God, I'm here, and every time I need to pay for my space weekly, please always make sure that I have this money to pay. So I was always at my place of work. I used to work from Monday till Sunday. When I go to service, I must go to church. I don't play with my God. When I go to church, I come straight from Canaan and I come straight to my workplace. I never miss any day of work. And God helped me that every week I never owed my boss 1 week. I can say it anywhere, because I always told myself that what I don't want somebody to do to me, I will not do it to somebody else. And it's how I run someone else's business that God will be able to entrust me with my own business. And so that was how I started. So I went back to starting point so I can help you understand that it's not about how big the space is. You just have to take that step and start. It may be a corner in your room. It may be just one corner you just decorate and start. It may be in someone else's business. It may be a barbering salon, you want to have a space there. The whole idea is take that first step and start. Now back to the fourth point, which I was talking about, work. You as a business owner, you must be ready to work. Entrepreneurship is not a business that you want to be a boss. Things will just be falling on your lap. My dear, if you're not ready to work, please don't go into business. Just go get a job or be a full-time, chilling babe or a slave mama, whatever you want to do. But if you know that you're not ready to work, please don't start a business. Entrepreneurship will take everything from you. When I mean everything, I mean it will take your mind, it will take your presence, it will take your resources, it will take your zeal, it will take your passion, it needs all of you. The moment your mind is not fully in it, let me just tell you the truth, you can't go far. Because once you have alternative, when you have options, you can't go far in entrepreneurship. So you have to make up your mind that you are ready to work. Business is not for lazy people, and business is not a free lunch. You have to work the work. Besides, if you're being employed by a boss, you work. If you don't work, they will lay you off. So unless you are looking for free money, and I'm not sure there is free money anywhere, but in case there is, please send me a personal message and tell me where it is, because I want to take my own share. So, but entrepreneurship is a whole lot of work, and if you're not ready to do this work, it's best you really don't go into it. So